I'm Lila of Nevillution. Sometimes there comes a great mystic, and their words in Caesar's world stand the test of time. Hearing these words spoken with conviction can help realize and awaken them in your own beingness and bring you back to your divine home. And from that, where everything just gracefully blossoms for you in all your experiences in this world and beyond, in it yet beyond it. And I present to you a guided meditation inspired by the words of Nisargadatta Maharaj. And this will be set to some images I took in Japan. You will hear a series of potent Nisargadatta Maharaj quotes, followed by space, to allow it to penetrate, to let you be, to feel your truth. Let us begin. That awareness that is listening to me right now, as a breath moves in and out like the ocean waves, moving across the earth into space. When you see the world, you see God. There is no seeing God apart from the world. Beyond the world, to see God is to be God. The light by which you see the world, which is God, is the tiny little spark I am. Apparently so small, and yet the first and the last in every act of knowing and loving. I am now 74 years old, and yet I feel that I am an infant. I feel clearly that in spite of all the changes, I am a child. My guru told me that the child, which is you even now, is your real self. Go back to that state of pure being, where the I am is still in its purity, before it gets contaminated with this I am, or that I am. My guru told me, trust me, I tell you, you are divine. Take it as the absolute truth. Your joy is divine. Your suffering is divine too. All comes from God. Remember it always. You are God. Your will alone is done. I did believe him and soon realized how wonderfully true and accurate were his words. I did not condition my mind by thinking, I am God, I am wonderful, I am beyond. I simply followed his intuition, which was to focus the mind on pure being, I am, and stay in it. I used to sit for hours together with nothing but the I am in my mind, and soon peace and joy, and a deep, all-embracing love became my normal state. In it, all disappeared. Myself, my guru, the life I lived, the world around me. Only peace remained, and unfathomable silence. First, you create a world. Then the I am becomes a person who is not happy for various reasons. He goes out in search of happiness, meets a guru who tells him, you are not a person. Find out who you are. He does it and goes beyond. You know you are sitting here. Be attentive to that knowledge only. Just be in your beingness. That knowingness, I am, has created the entire universe. Hold on to that. Nothing has to be done. Once you recognize that principle, it becomes tranquil. Become one with that, and all your needs will be satisfied. You are worrying because of the intellect, but you have only to continue in that I am with faith, and you have nothing else to do. You are likely to miss that incident if you try to use your intellect. Just let it happen. Hold on to the feeling, I am. Don't pollute that state by holding on to the body sense. I never seek anything from anybody else. Whatever I want to get, I get it out of my own being. I worship that very principle, I am, and demand what I want out of that. Because of that, all these things are coming. All this profound talk is nothing but mental entertainment. As you go further into spirituality, you will realize that I am is the very God or soul of an infinite number of universes. But the I am is again entertainment. All my talks are conceptual entertainment. The riddle of spirituality cannot be solved by the intellect. At the most, your intellect can provide you with livelihood. Whatever you try to become, that is not you. Before the words come out, before you say, I am, that is you. You must be concerned with only yourself. Don't worry about anybody else. What are you? Before you occurred to yourself as I am, you were in the highest state, the Guru of the Gurus, the Parabrahman state. Later on, you started filling up with all kinds of grosser matter, and you came down to the body sense. I am the body. So all these impurities have to be removed. Until then, you have to stay put in the quietude. Are you not even before you have spoken the words, I am? Stay put there only. There begins your spirituality, the foremost you. I am without words, before the beginning of words. Be there. Out of that grows the experience I am. Witnessing happens to that principle which prior to your saying the words I am. There is no such thing as deliberate witnessing. Witnessing just happens by itself. I am itself is the world. It contains the entire world. That should be your conviction. Just as in a dream, when you feel that you are awake, but actually you are not, and your world at that time is the dream world. Similarly, this knowingness in the waking state contains the so-called real world. That conviction must come. The truth is, there is no difference between dream consciousness and waking consciousness. Although they appear to be greatly different, all consciousness is one. My true state is always without this I am consciousness. So if you live with this knowledge, this I am consciousness is great, for it creates the vast world. But you are greater, for you are the reality behind and beyond this I am consciousness. You have come to me to ask me something, and I have told you that you are the reality. So remember this, stick to this, and live by this knowledge. You are the reality. You are the Parabrahman. So meditate on this and remember this. And finally, the idea that I am Parabrahman will also leave you. God, I am, is time-bound. He is only an appearance on our true state. You as the reality exist first, and only then does the idea of God arise. The consciousness of I am is ultimately the same as the mind. The whole vast universe is really in this mind, or the consciousness of I am, which is an appearance only. My true position is at all times beyond this consciousness of I am. Whatever comes out of this I consciousness, mind, body, world, etc. When I know that I am not this, why should I depend on any mind, method, idea, or technique which come out of this illusory consciousness? The consciousness of I am is the world, and there is nothing wrong in seeing or witnessing this world. The mistake comes only when you take it to be real, as we almost all wrongly do. Whenever you get caught up in life, come back and listen to these words of Nisargadatta Maharaj, that they may remind you of your truth. You can have your fun in what you call the world, but remember where it all comes from and what will really make you feel at home in your own heaven is knowing yourself beyond the world, what you already were before the world, what you'll continue to be, and what you will always be, and yet also beyond. It might happen in an instant, or as you come back and forth from the world to the shores of the divine. It will go deeper. The words and their truth will go deeper until naturally you're reborn in the divine truth of what you are. You are not in this world. The world is in you. You are not just some helpless wave. Beneath it, you are the ocean, and yet beyond the ocean. Being anchored in your great truth, go on and play in the dream of life without being caught up in suffering, because you will see it for what it truly is and what you truly are. You are everything. You are the most magnificent. Life blossomed from you. The world blossomed from you. And though we may seem separate, we are the one divine consciousness dreaming, and now awakening, awakened. Thank you